Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Michele Crispo show. And today I'm with the Bkfc fighter, Chris Golden Globe Sarro.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Nice to have you here and nice to see you. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just got in from a workout, so forgive me. I'm cutting weight right now, so very little clothes and a lot of heat, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Chris, right now you are in Puerto Rico, is right?
Yes, sir. In Nabo, Puerto Rico.
How is the situation over there regarding the COVID-19?
They're still taking a lot of precautions. Very safe. It's an island. You don't want a virus getting to an island, So rightfully so, they're taking a lot of precautions. But it's good. It hasn't interfered with our training whatsoever. We've been able to train and spar and all that, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Chris, are you training with Elvin Lambrito?
I am. I am. He's a brother of mine, and he's played a major role in this camp, man. I have a beautiful team down here. Everyone's working, at the task at hand, which is as a tool of Kakar, the Bkfc 17. Yeah, we're
Chris,
getting a third one of these right here.
I know. Chris, how many years have you been in combat sports?
I've been training for 14 years since I was 18 years old. I'm 32. I started in mixed martial arts under Marcus Davis, which ironically my opponent spent a little time training with Marcus, but I started with Marcus when I was a kid, pretty much. And I got to learn how to conduct myself as a professional, following in his footsteps. And then the birth of my son at 23, and right when he turned one, I started competing as a boxer. My family has a history of Golden Glove boxers on both sides. So I competed as a boxer all the way up until 2019 when I turned pro. My debut went viral, and I got signed to bare knuckle. The rest is history.
Crazy. Chris, how did your nickname Golden Gloves come about?
So both my grandfathers on my mother's side and my father's side were both Golden Glove boxers. One New England Golden Gloves and one New York Golden Gloves. So it runs in my blood. My father's a fighter, my uncles are fighters, and my we're all fighters. In the Sarro blood. We're warriors, all of us. We're cut from an old cloth, that's for sure. We're all Italian, Palermo.
Oh, yeah, in Sicily.
Yes, yeah,
A family warrior.
absolutely.
So, Chris, how did your BKFC journey start?
Yeah, so pretty much what happened, to give you the brief of it, I was an amateur boxer. My goal was to win the Golden Gloves. And I had always dreamt of turning professional. But at the time, in the situation I was in, I just didn't have the means. And then out of nowhere, I lost my best friend and my brother to a tragic incident that it was devastating. And I had to move back home to be back home for his family, my family. And I left everything, in the city of Lewiston, Maine I was living in boxing, and I left everything because I knew I needed to be back home. He would have been there for me, and that was a devastating time for me. And so I knew in the past, in the amateurs, what kept me on the straight and narrow always was when I had a fight, when I had a date to work for. I knew I had to get my road work in. I had to eat right. I had to sleep. I had to do these things. And I knew when I lost Jacob Sinclair is his name. I knew when that happened that I needed to do something. I needed to stay focused on something because it was serious. It was seriously upsetting for a lot of people. And so 4 days after his funeral, I made a phone call to a promoter in New England, and I said, I want a pro fight. I decided I was so devastated with life at that time. I decided that I wanted to go for my dreams, and then we'll take it from there. But at least, like, I figured if everything else has failed me, and that's what I felt at that time, I'm at least going to my one last ditch effort at life to make something out of life. I'm going to go for my dreams. And so I took a pro fight against a really tough opponent. He had 8, 9 pro fights. He had just fought Jorgen De Castro, who's UFC heavyweight, for a title fight. And they brought me in, amateur boxer. No one knew who I was. And I knocked him out with the first punch, walk-away punch. It went viral. We ended up becoming best friends out of it. He's been in my corner for my last fight at Bkfc 15. I was in his corner for Bellator 246. He came back, and now he has a beautiful career. And so that debut against Raz Hilton got me signed with Dave Feldman, gave me a 3-fight contract for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. And we joked about it. I said, when they gave me my debut fight against McAllister, I'm like, imagine if I go out there and do the same thing again. First round, 1-punch knockout, and I did. And my life changed forever, man. It's never been the same.
Chris, you have 3 fights in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship promotion. In a while, will be 4. Is
Yes,
right?
sir.
How do
Yes,
you
sir.
feel?
I'm so excited. This is the best promotion in the world to work for. You know, there's a lot of great promoters out there, and there's a lot of terrible, nasty promoters out there. And I'm truly honored to work for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. They truly look out for their fighters, and they take care of us. For me, my debut fight was Bkfc 9, and this is number 17, and I'm coming on my 4th fight. They have a roster of 200-300 fighters, and they're keeping me busy. I'm very grateful for that. It's been amazing for my career, for my community back home in Ellsworth, Maine, down East Maine region. You know, it's given a lot of people something to look forward to, and it's given me. It's given me something to, set the bar high. See what, I'm ranked 5th in the world at light heavyweight right now, and I want to see how far I can take it. So I got a thing coming off. So it feels amazing, man. It's the most exciting experience in the world. Nothing compares. I'm an intense individual. I was a hyper kid, and I love adrenaline. There is nothing like walking out there. My debut fight, I'm walking out, and Stitch Duran is waiting to grease me up. He's a legend. I come out with a big smile on my face, and the best have told me, if you enjoy the whole process, enjoy every photo shoot, every interview, and really have fun with it, that you'll shine. If you stress and you're tense, you can't perform with tension. So I'm happy, man. I'm very blessed. God is good, for real.
Chris, you have fights in both MMA, boxing, and Bkfc. What is the difference that you have been able to find in this sport? I know in Bkfc you fight without gloves.
Yes, well, that's the obvious. The difference is you can take a lot more damage with a glove, especially a boxing glove, even an MMA glove. Like, it feels like pillows. And I started training at a young age, but it was because I was a troubled youth, and so I was also a bouncer, a doorman, and I've been scrapping for years before I started actually competing. I trained, and I'm not proud of it, but so I had a lot of experience of, bone on bone, fighting fist to fist. Obviously not fighting professionals, but in situations where it's life or death, you got to fight for your life. And so walking that plank and coming out there, it doesn't scare me. It's exciting. It's exhilarating. But the difference between MMA and bare knuckle, I've had knockouts in all 3 sports, is there's nothing like that bone on bone. When I walk out to a boxing match or an MMA fight, I feel like I'm walking out to a sports competition. And even though I train as a professional athlete, and I train in the sport of boxing and pugilism and fisticuff bare knuckle, when I walk out to a bare knuckle fight, I feel like I'm walking to a parking lot to go get into a real, like an actual assault fight. Let's go. Primal. It brings up, you see it in all the athletes. We're all intense in our own way, and from whichever sport we come from, but you see a different level of intensity get brought up. because it's new to some people, or it brings out the beast that we packed away years ago in others. You see, Leonard Garcia is one of the sweetest guys in the world, and Joe Elmore, and you see it bring this beast out in them, and then they go right back to peaceful, loving, human beings. So there's nothing, you can't compare it to anything else, but drastically different from any other sport.
Chris, the next week you will fight against Izzatullah Kakar. Is right?
That's how I say his name, yes.
What do you think about this guy?
He seems like a very respectful competitor. He's reached out to me a number of times, and I know he's got a very powerful story. And, we both love and believe in the same God. I have nothing but respect for him. We're competitors. And he's shown me a lot of respect. He did say I'm going to be easy work, but I think that's him just trying to sell a fight because he seems like a super nice guy. I've never been easy work for anybody. And so I'm going to be a handful for him. I'm in the best shape of my life, man, right now. I've never been so lean. I'm outrunning everyone. I'm doing mountain sprints. I'm getting heavy rounds in with serious competition down here in Puerto Rico. I took this very seriously. That loss to Josh Burns, it was exactly what I needed for my career because it made me make the changes I needed to make to perform at you hear the roosters crowing in the background. It forced me to have to make the changes so I can perform at my absolute best. And so it's going to be a rough night for Izzatullah because no one's ever just gotten one off on me. I took that first round in my last fight. It is bare knuckle, and Josh did get a good shot on me, but he didn't walk through me. He had to work for it. And so Izzatullah, I've seen he's fought at 165 pounds before. I'm cutting down from 263 pounds. I'm a different human being, and I've been taking it and giving it, and so I've made this walk 3 times. I'm very comfortable in my shoes, and so he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. I got no weight on my shoulders because I never have anything to lose. I'm happy. I'm grateful for every second I'm here. So to me, I'm always winning. So it's going to be exciting. Fans definitely want to watch this. That's for sure. It's going to be intense.
Chris, what is your prediction for your fight? Another victory in the very first round?
Yeah, it's a hard one to say, man. It's a hard one to say because of the way I'm viewing how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to be my most aggressive, my fastest, my strongest, and my smartest and most focused ever. So it may be over quick. I mean, if I connect with them, it's not going to be good. I have a very, very heavy hand, and so I got 2 of them, and I can throw them from all different angles. So if I connect with them, it's not going to be good. I'm interested to see this kid and see what he's made of. I think we're in for a good fight. But if I was to just throw a prediction out there, in all respect, I'd say knockout in the second round.
Okay, Chris, I saw there have been a call-outs from Amy Ghazali against you. Would you like to face this guy?
Yeah, I would love to fight Haim. He fought McAllister. I took John out, in all respect to John, but these are facts. I took John out with 1 punch. And John almost took Haim out. So Haim, if you're listening, you better be working on your hands and stop the grappling competitions. But no, he seems like a respectful competitor, and I would love that fight if the opportunity arises. I would sign for that fight in a second. He is ranked 6th, and I'm 5th. So it does make sense for me to only fight anyone above me. But I do whatever my management, GOAT Combat Agency, and my bosses at Bare Knuckle. I do whatever they want me, whatever direction they want me to go. I trust them, and I'll go that route. And so if Haim's next, he is. But I'm not thinking past Izzatullah. That's all I can think about right now.
So a match with you against him. Or a striker against a grappler in the Bkfc.
Oh, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. He wouldn't. He would probably think twice about taking any more bare knuckle fights after that. But But no, yeah, that'd be a fun one. I got big meat claws right here.
So, Chris,
And these
I
bad
have,
boys.
yeah, we,
I got
we hey, Chris, we want another of these,
say what now?
another of these. We want another of these.
You want
About
another? Oh, we're bringing
yeah.
home a third one. See, I have a friend back home. He's a welder and a carpenter, and he made me a beautiful case. And he's got one more hook for the third metal that's going on there. It's going to be good. I'm excited. You got to work hard for these. They don't give these away.
Chris, what are your plans for the future?
You know, like I said, I'm not. It's hard for me with every fight to think much beyond the date at hand, April 30th. We'll go out there. We're going to perform at our best, and we'll take it from there. But I feel 205 is my home. You know, that's where I'm optimal, and I'm planning on taking out anyone who stands in my way at 205. I'm undefeated at 205 in my career, amateur MMA, boxing, bare knuckle. So, yeah, man, I have nothing but positive hopes for the future. God's been good to me. You know, I've had an interesting life, and I've truly been blessed as of late. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for everyone at my management. I have a great team behind me. That it's a team effort. This thing's a team effort. You know, it takes a village. So yeah, I'm very grateful, man. It's gonna be a fun future. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. That's for sure.
Chris, thanks for your time. It was a pleasure, a big honor to interview you. Do you have something to say to your fans, to your Italian fans who will be watching this interview?
Hey, thank you. Hey, io sono italiano also. No, thank you, everyone. I love you all.
It's good.
You need a balance, you know, and so for all the love, you know, I get a lot of love and a lot more love than I do hate, and I appreciate all that love because that support is my fuel. It fuels my fire, you know, to get up and train every day. You guys give me a purpose. I want to make you all proud. So Italy, I love you guys. I'm going to be coming over there soon to see you, especially once once things calm down. It's on my bucket list, absolutely. And I'm very grateful and very blessed. And like I said, you know, God is good. He's played a major role in it. None of this would be possible without him. And I'm very grateful and thank you. You know, I appreciate you guys too. You know, where you're in Rome right now.
Yeah.
In Rome, Italy. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing, man. I told my father. He was so excited to hear how this went today, you know, but it's guys like you that are making this sport grow as fast as it is and sharing the love and stuff like that. So, you know, you help put food on my table and vice versa. So I appreciate you, man. So thank you.
Come in Italy, Chris.
Mangia. Absolutely. I will.
Thank you, Chris. See you the next time.
Hey, thank you. Have a nice day.